Hey everybody. Okay, today I'm going to talk about curly hair. If you have looked at this page, you know that the name is Curly Girl 6. This is why. When I think about curly hair, I have a lot of different feelings about it. When I was younger, I absolutely struggled because I didn't know how to manage it. I didn't know how to take care of it well, and I didn't really like it when I was younger. Well, I've kind of outgrown that. I have learned some things over the years, and really for the past probably 7 to 10 years, I feel I've really figured out how to take care of my curls, because my curls are one of those things that people know me for. If you think about it, when you're talking about someone to someone else and they haven't met them before, there's usually something you use to kind of paint a picture in their mind of who you're talking about. So for me, when people are describing me, one of the things that comes up is, oh, she's got curly brown hair. So that is a description of me that a lot of people use. And I decided years ago that I wanted to make sure one of those things that people use to describe me, I took really good care of, because you want to put your best face forward, your best hair forward, things like that, right? So I decided I was going to figure out what I needed to do. Well, my mom, love my mom gave me this book to read, and it's called The Curly Girl Handbook. And I learned so much in that book on how to take care of my curls. It's a great book no matter what kind of curls you have. If you have a slight wave, if you have curly hair like I do, more curly, really thick, really thin, doesn't really matter. If you're dealing with any kind of curls, you need to get this book and read it, because it completely changed my mindset and on how I view my curls. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of show you what I do to get my curls to look like this on a daily basis. The number one thing is I do not use shampoo. I have not used shampoo for at least 7 or 8 years, maybe close to 10. That's a little long for me to remember, but I stopped using shampoo after reading that book, The Curly Girl Handbook. The only time I use shampoo is once every 3 to 4 weeks, and I will use it just to clean my scalp. Okay, and I'm going to show you there's 3 products, well, 3 things that I use in order to get my curls to look like this every day. I use nothing expensive. When I can find things that are affordable and do the job, then that's what I use. So I actually use Suave Naturals. I use the coconut one because it's good for my particular hair. I do have really fine hair. So I use Suave Naturals. And I use, again, not expensive, very affordable, LA Looks. There are different strengths. I do use 10 plus, which is the highest you can go, because I do want to really control the frizz. I just am careful about how much I actually use. And the other thing I use isn't a product, but it is a flour sack towel. So I'm just going to hold this out so you can see. It's a really large square. And you can get this in departments. Well, you can get this at any store. I think I picked mine up at Target in the kitchen section. And I'm going to show you how I use this to really control the frizz and help me each time I'm getting ready. So when I'm in the shower, this process starts in the shower. I do everything in the shower first except my hair. When I'm done with everything, I start the process. So I will take my conditioner and I will flip my head over, okay, in the shower, and I will start washing my hair, okay? I wash through my scalp, the roots, all the way down, and then I flip it back over, I rinse that out, okay? Then I get a small amount again. Now I'm gonna work my conditioner through my hair again, upside down, and I'm gonna leave it in, okay? I'm gonna squeeze out all the excess water. The next thing I'm gonna do with my head still upside down is I'm gonna apply my gel. Okay, so I'm going to put some on my hand. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the conditioner. I'm going to work it through all of my curls, and I'm going to squeeze out the excess water. And in the shower, I'm going to start to see my curls form really nicely. Okay, so now it's time to get out of the shower. Yes, my head is still upside down. And the first thing I do is I go straight over to my flour sack towel, and I flip my head onto it and pile my curls and tie it up. So I'm going to show you how I do this. One thing that's really important is to remember to actually lay your towel out before you get in the shower so it's ready to go. I put mine on the toilet seat or on my countertop, all right? So here's the towel. I fold it in half into a nice big triangle, and then I fold over this small section, okay? So then I lay it down, Now you're not gonna see me for a minute, I'm gonna disappear, but I think it's important that you see a demonstration so you know what you're gonna do. So when I come out of the shower, I'm upside down, and I pile my curls together, and I lay them in the center of the towel close to the edge. The edge is gonna line up right on my forehead, and then I'm gonna flip one side of the triangle over, and then I'm gonna grab the top portion of the triangle, and then I'm gonna grab the far side to wrap it around, okay? And I pull it tight, and I tie it. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna keep the air off of my hair. It's really gonna help to control the frizz. And as I'm getting dressed, my clothes aren't messing with my curls. And that's what happens I know it did for me before I started doing this process, is it would pull out my curls before I even had a chance to do them. So I will leave my hair wrapped up in this towel for between 15 and 30 minutes. It really depends on how much time I have in the morning. And then I will remove the towel and separate my curls a little bit. And I will do another application. I will apply a little bit more of the LA Looks, right? A little bit more gel by flipping my head over, scrunching it into my curls, making sure I get it at the roots as well. And then I do a little bit more waiting, about 20 minutes. So this is when I'm either cooking breakfast for my kids and making myself a cup of coffee, getting things ready for the day. Then I go back in to my bathroom with my hair dryer and my diffuser. And this is when I start to dry my hair. I don't dry it all the way. I dry it about 80%. You want to let your hair naturally dry that last 20% of the time. So don't dry it all the way. It's going to cause those it's going to cause the split ends. Your hair is going to start to break on the ends. So you really want to not dry it completely. So what you're seeing right now, it's been about 20 minutes since I finished diffusing my hair. It's not completely dry. It is still a little wet. And what I'll do, and it's really important for you not to touch your curls while they are drying that last 20%. You want to just let them dry. Once they are completely dry, that's when you're just going to scrunch. Okay, you're going to scrunch, you're going to kind of break up some of that gel that's on there to really help to form things. If you want to go in and diffuse just a little bit more, maybe you want to add hairspray, sometimes I do, and I have fallen in love with my curls. It was a process, and I hope that if you're watching this, you're sitting there thinking that this might be something you want to try. If you found value in this, I would love that you would comment on this, ask me any questions you have about curly hair or really anything else. Subscribe to my page. I'm going to be bringing you a lot of great information about things that will hopefully make your life easier, make your life better, and a whole bunch more. So thanks for joining me. I can't wait to see you guys again.